Section 2.4, multiplication and division with mixed numbers. Okay, here we're going to be multiplying mixed numbers and we're going to divide mixed numbers. So to multiply mixed numbers, the procedure. Okay, we're going to change each mixed number into an improper fraction, factor the numerator and the denominator of each fraction, and then reduce and multiply. Change the answer back to a mixed number or leave it in fraction form. The choice sometimes depends on what use is to be made of the answer. What they're basically saying is, like, if we're going to keep going with some algebraic steps, then let's go ahead and keep it in improper fraction. But if it's going to be used in application, then we might want to change it back. So moving ahead, let's look at an example here. Okay, we're going to multiply 1 1/2 by 2 1/5. Okay, first off, we're going to change both these to improper fractions. Okay, so let's come in here and get my pen out. Change them up here. I've got 1 1/2, which, as you recall, I always kind of just draw like a little directional C. Okay, I'll go 2 times 1 plus 1 and then keep the denominator. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. And so this is going to be 3 over 2. Okay, well, the next one, we've got 2 1/5. Come around here. Okay, got 5 times 2 plus 1. So 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11. So that is going to give me 11/5. Now I come down here and multiply. So come over here, we've got 3 over 2 times 11 over 5. Well, looking at all these numbers, notice I have all primes, and so I don't need to go ahead and try to reduce now. So 3 times 11, that's going to give me 33. And then 2 times 5, that's going to give me 10. Now I can keep it as an improper like this, or I can come in here and let's come off to the side here and go, how many times will 10 go into 33? Well, 10 will go into 33 3 times, okay, with 3 left over. So notice my whole number here is going to be 3. My numerator is going to be this 3, and then my denominator is the 10. So this is the same thing as saying 3 3/10. So continuing on, let's do another one here. Multiply and reduce to lowest terms. Okay, first off, notice we're going to have to change this guy right here into an improper. So we'll come over here and I've got 3 3/10, which we should know what that is from the last example, but let's go ahead and just be intentional, make sure we do everything okay separate. So I've got 10 times 3 plus 3, so 10 times 3 is 30, plus 3 is 33, so I have 33/10. So my problem here is going to be 5 6 times 33/10. Now notice I can go ahead and start reducing here. And we can do this as we can go prime factorization, or we can just kind of just notice that we have some common denominator or some common multiples in there. What I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and factorize this out. Notice we've got 5, which is just a prime number, and I can multiply that. Well, 3 times 11 is what that would be the prime factorization of. Notice here I've got 6, which is going to be 3 times 2. Okay, and then 5, I'm going to have 2 times, well, let's see, 2 times 5. Well, now I can come here and start reducing things out. Notice I've got a 5 and a 5. I've got a 3 and a 3. Well, then what's going to be left here? I've got 11 on top. Okay, and then I have a 4 on the bottom. So then we could also come in here and go, okay, well, this is an improper fraction. Well, let's see how many times will 4 go into 11. Well, 4 will go into 11. Let's see, 4, 8. So that's going to be 2 minus 8, which is going to give me a 3. So the mixed number form of this is going to be 2 3/4. And remember, it just all depends on which one do you need to use. If I was going to continue on needing this for some other algebraic steps, then I would probably come in here and use this one. But if I was solving some sort of application problem, then I would probably come here and use this one, because this one is a little bit more, the general public is going to understand this one a little bit more. Okay, let's continue on with how to divide mixed numbers. Okay, same process. Notice to divide mixed numbers, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to change them to an improper fraction, multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor, and then reduce if possible. So let's come here and do one. Okay, we've got divide and reduce the lowest terms, 3 1/4 and 7 4/5. So, coming in here, we've got 3 1/4. I'm going to change this over. I've got 4 times 3 plus 1. So 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 is going to give me 13/4. And then I've got 7 4/5. Come here and do the same thing. I got 5 times 7 plus 4. 5 times 7 is going to be 35. Plus 4 is going to give me a 39. So this is going to be 39/5. Continuing on, we can rewrite down here at the bottom, and I've got 13/4, okay, divided by 39/5. Well, we know we got to rewrite that because this second term here, we need to go ahead and do the reciprocal of it. So that's going to be 13/4 multiplied by 5/39. Well, now to start looking for the simplification here, I notice that the 5 and 4, there's nothing I could ever do to kind of simplify them. But looking at this 13 and 39, notice what I can do here. On top, I'm going to leave this as 13 times 5. And on the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and leave this 4 alone. But notice, I've also got this multiplying by 13, okay, times 3. Okay, so notice that the 13s here are going to cancel out. And this will help with our simplification moving forward. And to finish it off, what's left on top is a 5, and then what's left on bottom is a 4 times 3, and that's going to give us 5/12. Had you not done this, you would have gotten a pretty large number, okay? But if you had known that pretty large number, you could have divided the numerator and the denominator by 13, and you would have still ended up with this 5/12. Okay, well that is it for 2-4.